With the Gemini reading for today. Before I start setting the cards out, or while I set the cards out, I'm going to tell you what I was seeing in my meditative session for Gemini. This is for April 2020, okay? I feel like you guys are, Seven of Swords, first card. You're going through some sort of really intense internal conflict, because I saw what I was saying with the meditative session was you guys always come up as twins, right? And you were coming up like you were uniting with your twin and then ripping apart, which was, and then look at the Three of Swords. Wow, you really are going through some shit. But the whenever the twins would come apart, it was like a ripping. Like, I don't know if there's an internal part of you that's like just really in pain. It didn't feel pleasant at all, I'll tell you that much. So let's see what we get for you and how we can help you out so you can sort this. So you can, oh wow. Okay, Gemini. Damn. What are you going through? You've already got the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, but you've also got two aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Justice card, the Chariot card, Princess of Cups, which in other decks is the Page of Cups. Let's see, one more. Then we'll start clarifying just exactly what it is, and the Star card. Okay, 4 major arcanas. And at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. So sometimes the Two of Wands implies choice, right? But I'm going to take a wild guess that the Two of Wands in this case isn't a choice. It's more about action, because astrologically, the Two of Wands is Mars in Aries, so it's very strong will. It's a drive, right? And I honestly feel that this is what you're pulling into yourself right now. I don't even know where to start. Let's just dive in. Let's start with the Seven of Swords. See what is going on here. Let me give this one little shuffle. All right. Let's see what's with this Seven of Swords. Clarify Seven of Swords. Clarify Seven of Swords. Wow. We get the Five of Swords to clarify the Seven. Fuck. And then the Queen of Wands. One more. All right. And the Six of Cups. Okay. So the overall energy for the Seven of Swords is the Two of Swords. And it's clarified by the Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so Seven of Swords implies a lot of different things, right? But in this case, because I'm looking at the surrounding cards, I'm going to go with the fact that you are hiding something. You're either hiding something or someone is hiding it from you, but this is being sneaky as fuck. Now, while you're hiding it, clarifying, Five of Swords, it would be really bad if someone found out. So because the Three of Swords is here and there's two aces, I'm going to say that you're about to launch a new start. Romantically, or maybe for those of you who are single and are not attached to anybody, it has nothing to do with romance. But you're hiding some sort of new start you're creating for yourself. With the Five of Swords, I think you're afraid it's going to cause a lot of trouble. There's going to be gossip, slander. I've been getting this a lot, so I feel like drama's about to start. It could be the fact that we're all cooped up in our houses and people have nowhere to direct that energy. But this is the third reading that the Five of Swords is present in. And yeah, so anyways. Queen of Wands is here. Could be a fire sign related to this somehow, Aries, Leo, or Sag. But with the Six of Cups, let's say it is romantic, okay? For those of you who are in a romantic connection. Six of Cups to me implies a soulmate, implies a possible ex. We'll keep, pulling cards and see if that's either just a soulmate or someone that's coming from your past. Could indicate a past life as well. When you meet someone and you feel like you've known them forever and you don't know how to explain that feeling, it could be Six of Cups feeling. You just have known them in another lifetime. But with the next card being the Three of Swords, I do think that there is a third party implied at some point. But let's clarify. Let's clarify this Three of Swords now. Okay. Four of Swords. Clarify Three of Swords. See? Oh, let me look at the bottom of the deck. See what it's. King of Wands. Okay, so if it is a romantic connection, you feel like this person is your match. So clarifying the Three of Swords, we're getting the Four of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. This is the third ace, okay? So far on the board already, you had the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Now we've got the Ace of Swords. All we need is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is basically saying you have a complete new life in every possible way. So you could be going through some Pluto aspects as well, or maybe a Saturn return, something like that. Clarifying the Seven of Swords, remember how the Two of Swords is at the bottom of the baby deck? So I do think that you're hiding your emotions for now. I did forget to mention that. You're kind of pushing them down because you don't want to discuss it with anyone. You don't really want to let people know what's going on inside. So right now, this is where the sneaky energy is coming from. I will say that you're probably incredibly stressed out. There's way too many swords for you to not be. Probably having trouble sleeping. Anxiety is spiking. Stress is spiking. But you truly feel like this person, if it is romantic, you feel like this person is your match, is your mate, is your soulmate, is your, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, twin flame. I don't believe in that, but just saying. You believe that they're huge, they're the one. If you are not attached to anybody, this could be just a business partner or someone that brings in a monumental change to your life of some sort. So getting back to the Three of Swords. With the Four of Swords being the first card to clarify, I do think that you're taking a lot of time to think this through. You are aware of the repercussions of whatever decision you're going to take. And so you're trying to be very strategic, I want to say. With the Three of Cups here, again, the three is implied. So if it is romantic, I do believe there is a third party somewhere. But with the Ace of Swords, this could imply two different things. You've either received clarity that's going to help you make this decision, or you're about to say the truth. You're about to express what's going on. Maybe before you've been withholding, you've been keeping this to yourself. You're not really talking about it to anyone. But with the Ace of Swords here, this is not. It feels like a weight being taken off because you need to express it now. Right immediately after the Ace of Swords, you do have the Nine of Wands, so you're probably going to have to get really guarded and really defensive, because if it is a third party and you're about to confess it, then yes, shit's about to hit the fan. But with good reason, right? So let's move on. We get the Ace of Wands right next to that. So this feels really like, yes, it's going to be painful. Let's clarify that. Yes, there's going to be a lot of anxiety connected to it. But this new beginning, oh wow. I'll show you the cards in a minute. This new beginning makes you feel really excited. It gives you a sense of freshness, like life is just picking up again. At the bottom of the baby deck, we do get the Eight of Pentacles. So I think you're aware it's going to be a lot of work. If it's a romantic connection, maybe this is someone who is more high maintenance, or they're more, they require more from you as a partner, right? But I truly feel like you're ready. See, okay, so we get the Ace of Wands. This is the card we're clarifying. It's so bright. In this deck, the Ace of Wands is incredibly bright. It has an entire fucking sun on the card. So this beginning makes you incredibly happy, I'll tell you that much. But we do have to clarify the Three of Swords, the Star card, and the Nine of Pentacles. That's twice the Three of Swords has showed up. So I think this is because you realize that if you don't say anything, you're still hurting all parties involved. I'm just going to go with the three-party story because this really keeps popping up here. I'm sorry. but explaining how it could hurt three people without expressing what's going on. Okay, so if it is a three-party and you're committed to someone and you're attracted to someone else and you're trying to fight it because in your mind you're like, well, I can't because, you know, I'm committed, but you're in love with someone else, you're already hurting your partner because you're not being honest with them. You're not letting them know what's going on in your heart. You're hurting the other person because if they're aware that you're in love with them, but you're not fighting for it, then that's hurting them, and you're hurting yourself ultimately because you're not with the person you love. So that's the complicated issue whenever third parties are involved, right? It's going to hurt everybody involved regardless of how you go about it, regardless of how you try to work the situation out. With the Star card, I think that you are going to show a lot of vulnerability. You're going to be very honest about what's going on. Even if you know that this is going to be it could be very detrimental for you, you're still going to go ahead with it because you'd rather be open and clear and allow healing to come through for whatever it is that's about to go down. With the Nine of Pentacles, though, I do feel like the person you're connected with, your partner that you're committed to, is very self-sufficient. They don't need your presence to be able to move forward financially. They seem very independent. I think that they're going to be fine, and I think this gives you a reassurance, like it's going to be okay. They're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay. Next to that, we do have the Ace of Cups. So I want to give a different timeline that's showing, not timeline, a different scenario that's popping up for me right now. This could be a possible, it could be someone that's coming back from the past, that they had a third party before and they walked away from you and now they're coming back. That just came to me. So there's going to be two different scenarios, right? For some of you who are in a third party right now, and you're the one that's the person that's straying, basically. And then there's going to be, for some of you, someone coming back for a new start, for this Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, new start. So going off of those two scenarios, with the Ace of Cups being here, if this is the third party and this is how they make you feel, this is emotions that are incredibly deep. They're very, it's very hard for you to explain because you feel out of your element with this. You are an air sign, so emotions aren't very easy for you to tap into unless you've got like huge water placements. Now, if it's the person coming back from the past, they kind of reawaken a part of emotions that no one else has really been able to replace but this person. They're the only ones that ever made you feel this. So if they're coming back, it's that one person, you know, that one that got away, that is now resurfacing and making you feel all of these things. Let's clarify though. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups. Because I'm thinking with that Five of Swords at the beginning, maybe when they walked away, it was really humiliating. It was very public. Everybody found out about it. You were just very, you know, you felt very deceived. Okay. So at the bottom of the baby deck, we get the Five of Pentacles. If this is, like I said, a current third party situation, and you're the one that's going outside of your committed connection, with the Five of Pentacles, you could be feeling very alone. Like making this decision is basically isolating you from everyone because you can't talk to your partner about it. You can't talk to the person that you're in love with about it because you don't want either one of them to sway your decision, but you do feel very alone. Like you can't really discuss it with anybody, and it's creating a feeling of isolation. If this is a person coming back from the past, then with the Five of Pentacles, I think that you were absolutely no contact with this person. And when they show up, it is a pretty big fucking shock. But even if it is a shock, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it just brings up all sorts of emotions that kind of have you feeling giddy, is the energy I'm getting. Okay, so clarifying the Ace of Cups, okay? We are getting the Two of Wands again. Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. Let's break this down a little bit, okay? So with the Ace of Cups, like I mentioned, the emotions are just out of control. Your heart is going 1,000 miles an hour. They just know how to tap into your emotions. With the Two of Wands, I think this is where you're like, okay, I don't know how much time has passed. It's going to be different for everybody because it's a general reading. But whatever time has passed with the Two of Wands, you're like, you know what? It's okay. We can move past this. If this is that third party currently happening, I think you're aware you can still move past this. You're still, that's that Mars and Aries energy. You know you can get past anything. There's no obstacle that's going to get in your way that you cannot overcome. With the Ten of Pentacles, you're not afraid of financial instability. You may have savings, or you may just be very super optimistic. I don't fucking know. I don't think so with the Ten of Pentacles because it's a very grounded energy. But I do think that you have something prepared. You have a contingency plan for whatever's about to go down. Now, with the Emperor, though, this could play out a couple of different ways. This could be the person coming back. Maybe they have like this intense... to me, this is Aries and Capricorn, just because it's a Martian card, and that's where, you know, Mars and Capricorn is exalted as well. So this could be Aries or Capricorn as the Emperor coming back. They're very determined. They know they fucked up, basically. And they're like, I'm not about to lose you. Like, I know I messed up, but I can fix this. I'm going to do everything in my power to fix this. With the Page of Pentacles, this is the apology, right? I'm sorry, I'm a fucking idiot, but I can fix this. If this is a third party, and like I said, you're the one that's straying, then this is your energy. This is the Mars and Aries energy. You're very determined. You know that this person is the one, and you don't want them to get away from you, even if there's going to be a fallout from it. With the Page of Pentacles, you're just like, this is okay. I'm going to offer apologies. I'm going to give whatever reparations I can, but this is happening. In the center, we do have the Justice card. So this is most likely, because it is a general reading, it's going to be different for everybody, but this is most likely a divorce card. So if you are married, this is getting legal issues, right, sorted out. Maybe going to a courthouse or seeing an attorney. You start drawing up how we're going to be splitting everything. Like, you're just getting shit done. Let's clarify the Justice card, though. One more. Yeah, see? I mean, it's not funny. I'm just, sorry. I'll show you in a minute what I saw. Underneath the deck, we get the Five of Wands. So there is going to be conflict, which is to be expected. Let's be real. You can't go through a situation like this and expect to come out unscathed. That's just not going to happen. But when we're clarifying the Justice card, right next to the Justice card on the board, we have the Ten of Swords. And then look what came out to clarify it. Ten of Swords again. We did get the Temperance card, so it will be able to, you'll sort it out. You'll get to a peace and happiness sort of connection or agreement. And then we get the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So I think when you start this process, it may be difficult because we did get the Five of Wands. There may be some petty insults thrown. There's going to be things brought up that it's going to irritate you, because Five of Wands is a very irritated type of energy. It's going to irritate you because the person that you're trying to work everything peacefully out with might start saying things that are, a little below the belt. Either way, I would say just woo-saw. Take a deep breath. We do have the Temperance card here. It will calm down after a while. You're just going to have to trust that the person is going to, think things through and want to end things amicably. With the Knight of Swords, though, you are incredibly determined. I would say watch what you're saying, because so many cards are coming out of swords. Words are going to be very influential for you right now, the way you use words. So you can either be really cutting with them and hurt the other person and humiliate them, because they're doing that to you, and you're just like, well, I'm not going to sit here and take it. I'll give as good as I get. But with the Temperance card, the advice is just simmer down. You will get what you want. You don't have to lash out at the other person. In reality, if you're thinking about it, you're the one that's kind of hurting them. So if anybody has a right to lash out, not that anybody, not that we're suggesting that, but if they do, you kind of have to, I don't know, calm down. That's all I'm saying. Because this feels like they're hurt. They're the victim here in reality. Not that I'm trying to make you out to be a monster, but I'm just saying, if this person is still in love with you, then this is hurting them. And sometimes when people are in pain, they lash out and they say things that they don't really mean at the time. So I will say with the Ten of Swords here, whatever they say is going to put the nail in the coffin. Not that you were stopping anyways, but this just reassures you that you're going down the right route, that you're not meant to be with this person. It's over. The Ten of Swords twice. Look at this. It's here twice. It's fucking over. There's no fixing it. This is a person that has been stabbed in the back with 10 swords. So y'all went through the whole process of the swords. Y'all went through the Ace of the Swords, the truth, the Two of Swords, trying to hide the emotions, the Three of Swords, the pain, the grief, the sorrow, Four of Swords, trying to talk things out, being meditative. Then the Five, you know what I mean? Y'all went through the whole spectrum of swords and got to the 10, where it's over. There's nothing else it can't give anymore. So, not that I need to clarify the Ten of Swords, because it's pretty fucking obvious. But let's clarify it anyways, because you never know what we're gonna get. Let's clarify that Ten of Swords. See what we get. One more. Wow. Did I not say the only ace we're missing is the Ace of Pentacles? And guess what just came through? Okay. All right. At the bottom, we've got the 4-0. Okay. Four of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles implies to me, oh, and look at that. Underneath the Four of Pentacles, we've got the Lovers. So the person that you're trying to divorce, or the person that you're trying to cut away from, doesn't want to let you go. That's what's creating the friction. Because with the Lovers, they feel that you are the one for them. Just like you feel like this person coming in is the one for you, they feel like you are the one for them. So it's making it really hard for them to accept that they need to let go. And look at this. Okay, so we're clarifying the Ten of Swords, which we see clearly is a man stabbed to fucking death on the ground. But to clarify it, we're getting the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So with the Knight of Cups, the person that you're trying to walk away from is getting very poetic. Like they're going to switch gears. They're going to go from being petty and maybe throwing insults your way to being very like, okay, hold on. Let's think about the good times we had, right? Do you really want to end it this way? Don't you love me anymore? Like very trying to tap into your emotions. But with the Eight of Wands, I do think you're going to be very clear. The Eight of Wands implies swift movement, swift communication. So I think you're going to be incredibly clear and quick. Like saying, I don't, like just snip it in the bud, basically. That's the energy I'm feeling here. You're not going to allow for it. It doesn't matter what they say or how they phrase it. The Knight of Cups is not swaying you at all. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles. You've got a new beginning. Now, because the High Priestess did come out with the Ace of Pentacles, I don't think you're going to let this person know everything. Because the High Priestess has knowledge that she doesn't share, right? So you may just be letting this person know that you don't want to be with them anymore, but I don't think you're being clear on why. I don't think that you're letting them know that there's another fucking opportunity or another tangible person that you've already got lined up. And just to be clear, we do have all four aces on the table. We've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So your life is going to do a 180. It's a completely fresh start, emotionally, project-wise, financially, mentally. Like, it's just, everything is different. The next card that comes up after that is the Chariot. So let's see what the Chariot is about. Most of the time, I would say that it's about success and forward movement. But let's see, because sometimes it switches up on us, right? Okay. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify Chariot. Wow. Oh, wow. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower. So I think that when all of this happens, like I said, there's two different scenarios, right? For those of you who are in a current third-party situation, this really did happen out of nowhere. You weren't really, it's not like you were looking for anything outside of your current commitment. It was unplanned, and the way that you approach it with your partner, they're going to feel like their fucking world just caved in and they didn't realize when, how, why at all. For the second scenario where someone is coming back from the past and you weren't expecting it, it's going to be the same thing. Like, your world is in upheaval and you have no idea when it happened or how it happened because you had no idea this was coming. So when we clarify the Chariot, I wanna show you something real quick. Like, yes, it is forward movement, but look at this. You see how the horses drawing the carriage are two different colors, right? One is black and one is white. So to me, it implies a choice. You're having to make a choice. When we look at the cards that came up to clarify it, got the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Eight of Swords. So this is two different choices here. On one side, the Seven of Pentacles is probably the relationship you're in now for those who are the third party. It's a connection that you feel like you've invested a lot of time in, a lot of energy, and it's just not giving you the returns that you thought you would get. It's not bearing fruit the way you would like. On the other hand, we've got the Eight of Swords, where there's the potential for liberation. There's the potential for freedom. You feel like you're actually going to get somewhere as long as you make this choice, as long as you move forward in this direction. But it is still creating upheaval for everyone and everything. Now we get the Page of Cups, or Princess of Cups in this deck. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that, but I do feel like this Page of Cups is you being very dreamy, very romantic. Let me clarify that. Oh, wow. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we get the Ace of Wands again. So you're super fucking excited. Like, you're just pumped for whatever it is that's coming into your life right now, whether it's a past lover or a new lover. But look at this. We're clarifying this sweet, tender energy, right? Very romantic energy. And look at what we get. We get the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Devil. So, this could mean two different things. Well, right now, to me, could mean a lot, but Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, it could be that the person you're interested in could be older or they're younger. This is an older, younger type of energy because she's a queen, he's a knight. Or it could imply that the person you are moving towards has a Queen of Pentacles energy. They're very nurturing, very motherly, in the sense that, they're always making sure you're fed, you're well clothed, you're warm, you're safe. They feel very safe to you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it just shows that you're determined. Like, this is for the long haul. This is long term. This isn't just a fling. This isn't a wham bam, thank you ma'am. This is something grounded that you want to take, into creating a family together. And when we clarify further, we get the Four of Wands and the Devil card. So you may want to live with this person. Like, you're already imagining a life together. You're imagining a future with this person. With the Devil, it does give it a little bit of a spin to where this is not a light energy. This is Saturn, right? So in your synastry, you could have some Saturn conjunctions with personal planets, but it gives it the sense of longevity. Like, this connection is going to last forever. You see how in the Devil card, they're bound together. Like, we can't walk away from each other. We're together forever, but unless, how do I put this? Most of the time, for a Gemini, the idea of being bound together with someone freaks them the fuck out because they're an air sign, right? Geminis, you know what I'm talking about, no offense. But with this person, the idea of being bound together with them forever, it excites you. Like, they're so important to you that this does not feel scary at all. This is very, like, okay, where do I sign up? When? How? Where do we start? And that's very unusual, but to you, this lets you know that this is the right connection. This is where you're meant to be. Because otherwise, you would run. We all know that. All right, last card, the Star card. So this is a mixture. They could have some Aquarius energy, which would be understandable why you're so excited. Aquarius and Gemini get along very well. You're both air signs. Or it could be that this person feels like a star to you. Like, they feel too good for you, but you're going to reach for them anyways. They may also have a very healing, vulnerable type of energy. They seem very pure. Let me put it that way. Let me clarify the Star card. Oh, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hierophant. So this is definite, solid commitment to, like, where you want to marry this person. And I'm just saying this because Geminis are not the type to just want to get married immediately, right? I'm not generalizing. This is a thing. I'm just saying. So the fact that you already know you want to marry this person, you know in your heart, this is unusual. This is meant to be. This person is meant to be with you. Now look at this. For the clarifying cards, we get the Ten of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands, I think that you are, you do feel a sense of responsibility for this person. You feel like, okay, well, let's say you're the third party. You're in the third party connection, right? You feel like, okay, well, if I'm dragging them into this, I have to make sure that they're taken care of. I can't let them, be left out in the cold. I can't let them suffer the consequences for this without me protecting them somehow. But with the two pages, the Page of Wands and Page of Swords, I do want to caution you with being too immature about how you deal with this. Page of Wands is a good energy. It's fresh. It's very light. It's very bold, and you feel emboldened by this love. You feel like it brings out courage in you. But with the Page of Swords, this is a little bit of the stalking card. Like, you're so obsessed with this person that you go through their social media, you go through their different, Instagram, Snapchat, all sorts of things. It's good for you to be so engrossed with your partner. The negative is that there's the possibility of getting toxic, right? Where you start like, oh, look what this person commented. I don't like that. They need to remove that. Oh, you need to unfriend this person. Like, you're starting to get toxic and you need to calm the fuck down, okay? That's not healthy for either one of you. And you could take something that you just, received, like you feel it's a gift, it's a blessing, and you could crush it because you're smothering it. be careful. We do have the Seven of Cups here, which is, it's a very dreamy card. I think that you're just, there could be some Neptune connection somewhere. I feel Pisces vibe because you're just in your head about how wonderful this connection is going to be. With the Six of Wands right next to it, you feel like you just got a fucking trophy. They feel like the most amazing person you've ever met. Let me put it that way. And you can't believe they're yours. So that's great. I'm happy for you. But like I said, don't ruin it. Don't hold on to something so tightly that you suffocate the life out of it. That is a danger sometimes. You know, be yourself, but don't obsess over something or a person. Especially if they're an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, they're not going to do well with that. Now, they could be a fire sign. I also see Earth, Taurian energy. There's a lot of different signs on the table, to be honest. So the Justice card implies Libra. The Star card implies Aquarius. We do have the Chariot as well, though. Could be Cancerian. Whatever it is, don't smother them. You might regret it. Okay? So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. That was a lot. I hope that you guys comment below how this resonates with you. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys.